All right, so it's time for us to start the webinar today. First, I would like to ask you guys one question. Are manual tasks slowing down your practice growth? If yes, today we are going to change that. So welcoming everyone to this Boost Your Practice Workflow with Xero Practice Manager section. My name is Hagi. I'm a partner consultant from Xero Asia. So my role here is to leverage my expertise in Xero, and I have enabled hundreds of accountants across Asia to streamline the operation through the digital transformation. So, what is Xero Practice Manager, or in short, XPM? So it is our powerful project management tool designed for accountants and bookkeepers around the world. So in today's accounting industry, efficiency is key. So XPM is a great tool to simplify the job management, help you to boost efficiency, and also it can help you to drive your practice growth. So by the end of this session, you will see how XPM streamline the workflows, and also you will be positioning yourself for success by elevating your practice operation. While this section is mainly focused and also for our Asia-based partners, but if you are joining from elsewhere as an accountant, you're also most welcome to stay on. We are just very happy to have all of you here today. What we will cover today. First, we'll start off a brief introduction to XPM, followed by exploring the value that it can unlock for your practice. And then we'll dive into a live demonstration showcasing its key benefits. And finally, we'll discuss the next steps and also the resources available to you. And also at the end of the session, we'll be opening the floor for any questions that you might have. So before we dive into XPM, let's be real. Running accounting practice is truly hard work. So many accountants, maybe just like you, have shared many of their daily challenges with us. Now, before we show you how XPM helps, I would love to understand what gives you headache running your practice. So on your screen, you will see a quick poll. Let me just launch it up now. All right. So please select the challenges that might resonate to you running a practice. So we have some common challenges like tracking deadlines, balancing the staff workload. You have very limited visibility on jobs and practice operation. You probably don't have the proper tool to track when you should be invoicing your client. You have very disorganized documents, and perhaps that you might rely heavily on time-consuming manual processes. I can see that the answers are coming through. Many of you think that tracking deadlines are like really big challenge here, running a practice. And also I can see rely heavily on the time-consuming manual processes. Well, I'm so glad that you are here today because unlike using separate tools, with Xero, everything is on one single platform. So we are about to learn exactly how XPM can help us to tackle those challenges. Thank you so much for all your vote into the poll. So I'm just so happy that and so excited so that we can share about XPM feature that can help you to at least take away your headache running your practice. All right, so with Xero and XPM, you can truly propel your practice into the future. So on the screen, it shows you how our all-in-one platform transforms your operation. So first, we have Xero on the right, which is your core accounting platform, and including the business edition and your ledgers. And then we have the Xero HQ. You are probably already very familiar with it already. This is a CRM software for your seamless client, staff, and subscription management. But then for today's focus, which is the Xero Practice Manager, this is the essential tool for job management, and actually it can help you to streamline your practice operation. So you see everything is connected. So later on, I will show you how the information flows seamlessly and making it more easy to manage for your practice. So Xero Practice Manager, this is an overall interface, which is a really big game changer for accountants and bookkeepers. But I would like to highlight one key. If you are a Xero Silver partner or above, you will get to use Xero Practice Manager for free. So to check your Xero partner status, you can simply scan the QR code now on the screen for a quick tutorial. So XPM feature help you to optimize with your practice management, and also it can deliver very clear value. First, we have centralized client history. You will be able to access client-related past quotation, job details, financials about this client very easily. You don't need to go through all your email searches anymore, because it can help you to save time and you can serve your client better. And we have real-time job monitoring. You can view the live job status and then to manage the deadlines and workload more smoothly. And you can track time accurately with XPM. So you can log the time that your team has spent on for the job for precise billing and maximize your profitability. And you can customize reporting. You can create tailored report for the client on job or in timesheet or any other aspect that you want to keep track on, so that you can gain real-time actionable insights to drive growth. So this is a typical accounting job workflow, and you might have noticed maybe some of the steps are, really sometimes are still really relying on traditional method in your practice. So in the next 15 minutes, I will showcase a live XPM demonstration highlighting how seamlessly those steps can be integrated to empower your practice. So let me just quickly switch my screen. All right, so upon logging in XPM, you are landed on your personalized dashboard. So it provides a quick snapshot of your time capacity and upcoming deadlines, giving you an idea what to focus for the day. And next, we might want to look at the client. So the client tab here is actually like a centralized client information for you to have the instant access. So here you can see all the key details, like the contact information, and even for the custom field for any additional information about this client that you would like to hold. Equipping your team for a smart decision and excellent client service. So the overview on the top display the current outstanding invoice and also with the work in progress value. So you don't need to search through different multiple spreadsheets, because everything is here about the client, so that you can enable, you can be empowered for the fast decision making. Now, let's explore how XPM can help you to standardize your workflow, enhancing efficiency for common job type. You can easily create quotation directly from the client page, but then the real power is creating job with the job template. It is perfect for service like the tax return or monthly bookkeeping. So for this example, you can see we have the template field here. You can see the job done list. You can actually, set up different job template to cater all the service offering that you are offering to your clients. And for this example, I am going to choose annual service agreement, bookkeeping, FS, and taxation, delivering to my client, ABC Treasure Trust. So you see how instantly that fills in the job description, and then you can assign the staff to this job. And in the next page, you can see for the milestone, task, and even for the estimate task hour, is also being populated automatically here as well. So this minimizes the data entry time, help you to reduce the human error, and you can ensure the consistency across all service offering. So the job template really make it the job setup really fast and seamless, which is pretty cool, right? So now let's say that we have quoted this service package for $2,160 Singapore dollars. Now, because that our job is already active, so we are ready to kickstart the project by creating the progress invoice for an upfront payment. For this example, we will collect half of the total amount, which is $1,080 upfront. So in the job financial tab, you will get to see the job financial details. So for you to create the progress invoice, we simply click on the new progress invoice on the left. So XPM can actually help you to offer full visibility, no matter how and also no matter which way that you are charging your client, like the fixed fee, time-based, or percentage billing. So for this time, I am going to choose the third option, which is I'm charging on the on an amount base as an interim fee. And then we can go ahead with the invoice. So because this time I am charging my client for a agreed price, and which is a fixed price, and I'm choosing the pricing model as fixed price. Now, the important part, once it's ready, you can just simply click on the approve button to send this invoice directly to Xero. So meanwhile, you have the invoice created to from XPM so that you can kickstart the job. And at the same time, this invoice data will be flowing into the Xero as your accounting platform for the accounting purposes. So instantly by doing this step, it can the technology can actually help you to record the account receivable data. But then now we'll leave it here for now, and then we'll come back and return later for the final invoice, and I will show you in more detail and the data destination in Xero. So now that we have created a job and we have kickstarted our project by sending it through a progress invoice. So now let's take a look on how XPM can help you and your team easily to track time accurately. So your staff don't need to navigate into the different screen because for most of everywhere, they can just find the timer on the top right. So if they have done a task for a job, so that they can easily log their timesheet in here. Just to make sure that they are selecting the right job and also with the right task, also entering their time that they have spent for this task. So the easy time tracking means that every minute is captured and giving you the full view of the job and job efficiency and making sure that you don't miss any billable revenue. Now let's move to the job manager, which is the centralized panel for full visibility and control over all your practice jobs. So in here, you see the dashboard in here in the job manager. From here, you can check all the job status, and also you can see what is needed for your attention. You can also easily use the filter to save you time and save the custom view for the job that is most relevant to you. For decision maker, the time budgets column is crucial. It gives you the warning sign whether the actual time is consistently over the estimated time, that you might have under-resourcing or you might have underpricing for the job, which is vital for boosting your job profit because it is a warning sign to you. You can review what is going wrong, what is not going right with this job. So to streamline operation, you can also multiple select jobs and using the bulk action button on the right so that you can quickly update the job status and also maybe the people who you will be involving in this job across different jobs. So the real-time visibility empower you to spot the bottlenecks. You can balance your staff workload and making sure that you are meeting the deadline, preventing very costly last-minute rushes. Now, the project is done, and it's time for us to collect the remaining balance for the half of the service price. So we're going back to the very job that we just created, and the same as the previous step, going to the financial step. So we can click on the new final invoice on the left. So the progress is just exactly like how we are, issuing the progress invoice just now. So I'm just going to fast forward to that. Okay, so it's pretty much the same process. So you can see, because previously that I have charged my client for the interim fee, which is like the first half of the service fee. So I just need to make sure that it is checked so that it can also be offsetting my final invoice as well. So after approval, this invoice will be automatically flow into your Xero platform. So let me just go to the Xero platform to show you what it looks like. So see, the invoice number 50 is our final invoice, and then the 49 is the progress invoice that we just handled just a couple minutes ago. So let me just click into the final invoice and take a look inside. So you can see most of the information is being synchronized from XPM to Xero for accounting purposes. So this seamless integration saves you a tons of admin time because it can help you to streamline with invoicing and reconciliation. And also you can utilize some of the Xero invoicing feature like the automatic reminder. And also you can enable the payment service for faster payment collection. As the result, you can have a better cash flow, clear finances, and then you can have the accurate records always and all the time. So that was really great for me to push through the data from operation to accounting. All right, so let me just go back to XPM screen and let's see our work in progress. So the work in progress dashboard gives us an immediate and clear overview of all the uninvoiced job. So it instantly shows you how much value is waiting to be invoiced, that it can help you to monitor your practice financial health at a glance. So we can definitely explore this deeper during your implementation section. So once the jobs are done, it is time to check our performance. So XPM gives you a very clear insight for smart decision. So now I'm on the report center, and as I can see, XPM offers many ready-made reports. For the decision maker, I might want to go see the job profit. So I'm just going to go into the report and to select the job and also with the status that I want to filter out. Remember those headaches that you mentioned, like very limited job visibility or maybe the profitability holding you back? So this report actually fixes them directly. Because you can easily see all the profit for every job, giving you the clear and true picture. And also this quickly spotlight to you that which job is the best earner, and maybe some of the area might need you to focus more on to adjust the price or process. And this PDF file is a custom report built right from Xero, and I have just generated just now. So it immediately shows you where the actual time went over your estimation. So this highlight the XPM flexibility, enable you to build a custom report from all sorts of data points, empowering you a data-driven decision to maximize your job profit. All right, so that concludes our XPM demo, and I would like to have a quick recap about for what we have just covered just now. So you saw how XPM make it easy to kickstart the job and to send progress invoice, especially using the job template to cut manual admin time, and also you can save time to focus on what you want to focus as well. Then we have also explored those powerful reports, giving you the clear insights into your firm's performance. So this helps you to have a smarter and data-driven decision for the practice growth. Speaking of those benefits, and I'm really happy and excited to invite Mark to come off mute and share his experience with XPM.
Okay,
Just a quick introduction. Mark is an accountant who has worked in an accounting practice before, so he knows that the first-hand challenge that you might face. Now, as part of our partner consulting team, he provides the Xero advisory to accountants around Asia. Mark, welcome. Could you please share a real-life example of how you utilize Xero Practice Manager in accounting practice to streamline your daily tasks and make work more efficient?
Thank you, Howie. Nice to meet everyone. Thank you for your time today. I'll keep my section short and sweet so that I can hand you back over to Howie, who has been doing a fantastic job so far. Before Xero, I used to work at an accounting firm as an accountant. I remember being impressed by how my managers managed to accurately estimate the time needed for various reports and filings. Some examples are management reports, compilation reports, tax filings, and XBRL filings. At first, I thought this was because they were really experienced. But then, along the way, I soon realized their secret weapon, and that was XPM. Everything we did ran through XPM. Every job had a clear task breakdown with time estimates as well as how long it should take and where I stood. As a new staff, that structure really gave me expectations of how long each task should take and where I stood. And it wasn't just about tracking time for the sake of it. For example, I was assigned to a fairly complex accounting job along with a senior accountant. Halfway through, once I started ramping up, my manager came back and reviewed the timesheets, comparing actual time against budgeted hours in XPM. And they soon realized that I was more than capable enough to handle the task by myself. Hence, they reassigned the senior accountant to another client, which helped the firm generate additional revenue and value. That kind of visibility helped our practice make smarter resourcing decisions without needing much guesswork.
Mark, that's a great example on how XPM can help to improve the resourcing decision. Could you also maybe elaborate a little bit more about how tracking time with Xero Practice Manager help your team to have a bit deeper insight on the project progress and can manage the practice more effectively?
Yeah, for sure. So, what stood out to me using XPM was that even though we weren't charging clients by the hour, time still played an important metric. XPM helped management see if schedules were on track, if jobs were dragging on, and what were the reasons behind them. Could it be that one example is that junior accountants were still learning on the job? Had the job scope increased? Had the complexity of the project grown? Or was it a one time off delay? XPM helped the management team gather data to ask the right questions. And in a breezy practice, that makes a huge difference, not just in terms of profitability, but also to overall team workload and overall planning. All right, that's my take. Now handing back over to you, Howie.
Thank you, Mark. It was such a great sharing. I'm so glad that you had such a positive experience with XPM firsthand as an accountant. Now, let's talk about the resources available to help you kickstart XPM and experience those benefits for yourselves. We are here truly with you every step of the way. And we have handpicked 3 key resources to help you to explore XPM from getting started right through the in-depth setup guidance. So feel free to take a screenshot of this slide, or you can scan the QR codes now for your future reference. My colleague Ananya will also be posting these links directly into the chat box for you. So just give it a couple seconds for everyone to capture your screen. Thanks, Ananya. All right, are you ready to transform your practice with Xero Practice Manager? I'm so excited. I'm so glad that you are with us today. So here are some of your next steps that you can take. First, a one-on-one section with a partner consultant. So now I am going to launch a Zoom pool. So please select yes if you would like our consulting team to reach out for a personalized advisory to discuss if XPM is the right fit for your practice. Another next step is that you can try XPM for yourself. You can start a 14 days trial to experience the hands-on with the benefits. Continue to explore the Xero Central resources that we have just highlighted. And finally, work closely with the Xero team to kickstart your XPM implementation. This will ensure that you can leverage our best practice and you'll be able to enjoy some of the exclusive resources right from the start. Again, thank you so much for joining our webinar today. We surely hope that you find this workshop inspiring and you're excited about the possibility that XPM can offer. So this wraps up our session. Have a great day, everyone, and bye for now.